Meet the Drew brothers, Jackson, Drake, and Jace. Coming out of Cascades Park in Florida, these boys spent their whole lives dreaming they could one day suit up together at FSU. However, you will soon find out that's not how the story will go. First, there's Jackson. By far the biggest brother of the three, no Diddy of course. Jackson comes in at 6'6", 260 with a rocket arm. Now Jackson isn't too mobile, but he may have the most talented arm out of any true freshman in the nation. Originally he was supposed to redshirt his freshman year here at FSU, but once they saw how trash DJ Ukulele was, they hit that Madden 07 rewind and named Jackson the starter. Next we have Jace. Undoubtedly the most talented of the three brothers, Jace is a receiver cornerback hybrid coming into his freshman season as the 5th ranked prospect in the nation. Jace was originally supposed to be at FSU with Jackson but recommitted to Louisville for personal reasons to be revealed later. Finally we have Drake. Being the oldest and also the smallest at 5'9", Drake is actually returning to Louisville for his second year after having the redshirt. Also being by far the fastest brother, the original plan was for Drake to go to FSU and play running back so that this year all three boys could suit up together. However, as you heard with Jace, this plan fell through and Drake also had always wanted to be a college QB. Growing up, he would train with Jackson, giving him all the tools to be a great thrower, but Jackson was always the more talented QB with the more favorable frame. Drake would get a little envious of the attention as he would have big games in the backfield as well, but the glory always went to the QB. He changed his recruitment from athlete to QB. He lost a good amount of his offers, and Louisville was the only ACC school that would take him on. With his blazing speed, they're hoping to mold him into the next Lamar Jackson, but his height and true throwing ability will be tested his first year as a starter. Once you've been introduced, let's see if these brothers can truly take over the ACC. With the first game of the brothers' season being at home against a FCS school, Louisville is expected to win, but this is a good chance to see the full potential of these two brothers, as the first play of the series is going to start off with an interception by Jace. He's going to go ahead and jump the wide receiver screen to set Louisville up in the red zone for their first offensive drive in the series, where Drake is going to drop back in the pocket and he's going to find Jace for his first touchdown of the season. Back-to-back plays, Jace is going to get the interception and the touchdown. Louisville's going to take a 7-0 lead, and Jace is going to be playing lockdown coverage right here on third down to force yet another turnover on downs. Louisville is looking strong early on. They're going to go with the read option to Drake. He's going to go ahead and get to the outside and make a defender miss. Still a big game of about 18 yards as they move the chains down the field and go with this shovel option where he's going to break a tackle and take this all the way down the sideline. He's eventually going to get tackled at around the 2-yard line to set Louisville up with the 1st and goal, as he's putting his legs on display early on in this week 1 matchup, where he's going to find his brother Jace for his second receiving touchdown of the game, or Jace's second receiving touchdown in the game, to go along with that interception as he's grittying in the end zone. The defense is going to get another stop as Drake is going to hit Jace again on this drag route, and he's going to juke to the inside to pick up another big gain of yards, where Drake is going to look. He's going to have a tight end wide open down the seam, but he's going to overthrow him, knowing early on that accuracy might come to play when they play some tougher teams, but he's going to go ahead and make up for it with his legs, picking up about a gain of 7 yards, make it a 3rd and 3, where he's going to find his receiver Turner to pick up another 1st down, and then he's going to scramble yet again. His dual threat ability giving Louisville another 1st and goal, where he's going to drop back and find his receiver on that end zig to give him his 3rd passing touchdown of the first half, as Louisville is just running away with this game. And right before the half, they're just trying to chew clock, but FCS is actually going to end up getting a touchdown on this toss. Jace tried to play the outside, but his inside help did not come, and this running back is going to take it all the way to the house to only make it a 14-point lead headed into half. But starting the 3rd quarter, Louisville's going to get a good stop, and Drake is going to drop back, not seeing anything he likes, so he's going to run this in for his first rushing touchdown of the game, as Louisville's offense is just looking unstoppable right now. And on a 4th and 2, they're going to go ahead and get another stop, forcing another turnover on downs, as Drake is going to drop back in the pocket to find his brother Jace as he makes an amazing diving catch. Give us a 1st and goal again, where Drake is going to go ahead and take the read option, going to run into the end zone untouched and hit the Heisman pose. That's going to give him 3 through the air and 2 on the ground, as Louisville's offense is looking unstoppable against this FCS team. Be back on defense on this 3rd and 4. Jace is going to play the trail technique perfectly and get himself his 2nd interception to go with his 2nd touchdown. 2 and 2 on both sides of the ball. He's going to be drawing early comparisons to Travis Hunter. It's not going to stop there. Drake is going to drop back in the pocket and find his slot receiver on the post route. He's going to throw it right under the safety to give Louisville yet another touchdown. And with 45 seconds left, FCS is just trying to make something of this game, but Jace is going to go ahead and end it, getting his 3rd interception on the game. As I have to pause and show you it's on Heisman, Jace and Drake went absolutely crazy in their week 1 matchup, and Drake is going to go ahead and get yet another touchdown to his receiver Lacey, as Louisville is going to go ahead and drop 50 points in their week 1 debut, as both brothers put it all on the field. Now let's see how the youngest Jackson does week 1 against Georgia Tech. He's going to start dropping back on a 2nd and 17. He's going to find Keetwan Carter, transfer student, who's going to go ahead and pick up this 1st down. Far so good, as Jackson's going to drop back and get and find Keetwan for his 2nd catch, and just like that, Florida State is already in the red zone, where he's going to find his tight end, get his 1st touchdown of the season in 4 quick plays. As Georgia ties the game up, they're driving down again, and he's going to find Keetwan on the corner route, get Florida another 1st and goal, goal where he's not going to see anything he likes, and he's actually going to scramble in for his first rushing touchdown of the season. As this Florida State offense is looking strong to start this game, he's going to get another completion to the #1 receiver Benson, get them to the 25, where he's going to find him again and then get this QB sneak into the end zone for his second touchdown of this game on the ground. 3 total, as the Florida State offense is just firing on all cylinders in this week 1 matchup against Georgia Tech. It's going to continue as he's going to find Benson yet again. Going to take this all the way to the crib to give Florida a 21-point lead on Georgia Tech. As the floodgates are just opening up, this offense is looking ridiculous, as now the freshman Jalen Brown is going to catch this post route, take it all the way to the crib. As Jackson is playing near perfect this game, you see the fire emblem bomb. He's going to bomb it down deep to go ahead and end this game. He's going to find Jalen Brown, the freshman, again, beating his man over top with the perfect over-the-shoulder ball. The scoring is not going to stop there, as Florida State's going to get a stop. Jackson's going to drop back and find his tight end yet again for his second touchdown of this game, as Jackson absolutely torched Georgia Tech with 7 touchdowns and an 85% completion percentage, 5% completion percentage to put the Seminoles at 1-0 headed into week 2. It's going to be at Louisville again, as the brothers have Jacksonville State, and Jace is going to make a great tackle for loss right here on this 3rd and 5. They're trying to get off the field, but he's going to get beat by this in route. He's going to make the tackle, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the 1-0 Jacksonville State, but he's going to make up for it right here, blowing up the option, forcing the quarterback to pitch it, and the linebacker is going to be right there to make the play. Louisville's defense showing out early on yet again this game, but unfortunately Jacksonville State defense will come back strong, as Drake is going to get sacked right here, forcing a punt. Bill back on defense, where Jace is going to make this tackle on 3rd and 8 to go ahead and force a punt and give Louisville another chance, where he's actually going to return this punt and pick up about a gain of 20 yards, giving Louisville some solid field position right behind the 50-yard line. After a few solid plays, Drake is going to drop back. He doesn't see anything he likes, so he's going to take it himself, picking up a big gain on the ground and making a defender miss to set the Louisville offense well inside the red zone, but they're going to get sacked again, forcing them to take 3. This is showing to be a defensive matchup early on, and that's going to stay true, as Louisville's going to force yet another turnover. Jace with the blanket coverage, and the D-line is going to force a sack fumble, giving Louisville yet another chance with great field position. Let's see if Drake will be able to capitalize, as he's able to hit his receiver Bell, who makes a terrific catch, set them up at the 8-yard line, where they're going to go with the speed option, and Drake is going to run in untouched to give him yet another rushing touchdown on the season, as Louisville goes up early 7-0 on this Jacksonville State team. The defense is playing great, forcing another stop, and Drake is dropping back, able to find his receiver Callaway for a 1st down. As this Louisville offense is driving down the field, he's able to find his brother Jace on the out route, and here a few plays later on a 3rd and 5, he's going to try to find Jace again, but slightly overthrow him. His first interception of the season to this linebacker. We're going to fast forward to the 4th quarter, 10-0. It's been a defensive game all the way through. Jace is back here on defense. They're going to try to test him. He's going to get another interception on the season, the icing interception with only 2 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Jace shows he's one of the best ball hawks in the league early on, giving Louisville the ball back, but Jacksonville State will go ahead and still show some tough defense, where here on a 3rd and 10, Drake would try to throw it up to Jace on the deep ball, and he's going to slightly underthrow him. Jace beat the man, but they were unable to hook up, so they're forced to punt again. Jace is going to have to be back on defense and try to get them another stop as they try to ice this game. They're going to test him again, and Jace is going to get yet another interception in back-to-back drives, setting Louisville up with a 1st and goal and really icing this game, as Jacksonville State only has 2 timeouts left. And this is going to be the look on a lot of quarterbacks' faces when they have to play Jace. 1st and goal, trying to put the game away. They're going to go with the pass, and Drake is going to throw yet another interception, really struggling to get the offense going all game long, but it's also going to give Jacksonville State yet another chance. So the defense is out here trying to make another stop, and on a 3rd and 10, the quarterback's going to wind it up. He's going to end up throwing an interception, giving Louisville yet another chance. They're going to go ahead and go with the QB power right here. They're going to get some solid yards, making it a 3rd and 1, where they're going to go for it, get stuffed, and on a 4th and 1, they're going to go ahead and give it to Drake again. He's going to dive over the 1st down marker, giving them the 1st down, and better yet, the win. They're going to go ahead and move to 2-0 on the season, and even though the offense struggled, Jace and the Louisville defense really pulled it together, allowing 0 points, as they're going to escape home with the 10-0 victory, headed into Jackson's first home game against Boston College. And we're actually going to jump into this game where they're down 7-0. They're trying to come back, and Jackson's going to make a good throw to his tight end Murlock, followed up by another good throw to the receiver Keetwan Carter to set them up with the 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, where they go with the read option and give it to the running back to go ahead and knock the game up at 7 apiece. But the Boston College defense is going to go ahead and get their 3rd sack of the game, forcing another Florida State punt. Next drive, Jackson's going to throw his 1st interception of the season to this Boston College defense, who to a surprise has been tough early on in this game. They're going to go ahead and score off that interception with only 40 seconds left. Jackson's trying to run the 2-minute drill to tie up this game, but they receive the ball at halftime, and he's dropping back. He's able to find the freshman Jalen Brown on the deep post, and he's going to burn every defender to go ahead and do just that and knot up the game at 14 apiece headed into the half, where Jackson's going to drop drop back and get hit as he throws and throw yet another interception. This line is really not doing him any good this game. As Boston College goes ahead and scores, they're down 7 points, but he's going to find Keetwan Carter on the drag, and he's going to go ahead and outrun Bateson to go ahead and take it all the way and retie up this game at 21 as Florida State is in an unexpected shootout against Boston College. Headed into the fourth quarter, they're actually down 6 points. Only 3 minutes left where Jackson is going to find the running back on the angle route to set them up well inside enemy territory, where he's going to lob it up and throw a perfect over-the-shoulder ball to Jalen Brown to go ahead and tie up this game. And pending the extra point, Florida State will be up 1 point on Boston College, and their defense is going to get a stop. So trying to ice the game away with only 50 seconds left, they're going to run it on the ground, but Tofali is going to break 2 tackles and take it all the way into the end zone as Florida State puts an exclamation mark on this week 2 matchup, headed into week 3 where we have Louisville playing their first ACC matchup of the season versus a 3-1 Georgia Tech team. Drake is going to go ahead and scramble and pick up some good yards, but he's going to fumble at the end of the play. His early season struggles are continuing, as since they haven't played that FCS team, it's been looking like it's been hard for him to get a groove going, where Jace is actually going to get beat on this curl route to set Georgia Tech up right outside the red zone. Going to make up for it by popping the running back right here, and then on a third down, they're going to try to test him on the fade route, and he's going to jump it, getting yet another interception on this season. Quarterbacks are going to have to learn to stop throwing his way as his interception streak continues here in week 3. Louisville's going to go ahead with the speed option. Turner's going to get the ball and pick up some big yards to get them across the field into Georgia Tech territory, where they're going to go with the QB sweep. Drake's going to pick up some big yards to get them officially in the red zone, where he's going to drop back on this 3rd and goal. And unfortunately, they're going to have to take 3 as this Georgia Tech defense is not giving up any easy points. And they're going to go ahead and test Jace again, where this time he's actually going to get beat for the first time this season, and their receivers are going to take it all the way into the end zone. So now Louisville is down 7-3, where Drake's able to hit Lacey right here on the in route, and then able to follow it up on this 3rd and 20 by finding his brother Jace on the crosser. Going to go ahead and scramble to pick up about another gain of 12 yards, trying to keep the 2-minute drill going with 40 seconds left. He's able to find the back Turner to set them up with the 1st and goal from the 1, where they go with the QB sweep, and he's able to fight his way into the end zone, giving Louisville their first lead of this game. In the second half, they wanted to try to test Jace, and he's actually going to get a nice breakup right here, making up for the touchdown that he allowed, and they're going to try to test him again further down the field, and he's going to get his 2nd interception of this game, making that 7 interceptions throughout only 3 games played for Jace, as Louisville's going to get the ball back again, trying to extend the lead on Georgia Tech, where Drake's going to go ahead and scramble to his right on a 3rd and 8, picking up a much needed 1st down to keep the drive alive headed into the 4th quarter. He's able to start off by finding his brother again for another 1st down, and then they followed up with the halfback screen. They're able to hit Chaney, and he's able to get Louisville well inside the red zone after picking up some good blocks, where Drake's going to drop back and find his brother again to set them up with the 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, where Drake is going to drop back and find his brother Jace, as Jace gets yet another receiving touchdown on the season. He's going to successfully get his revenge back, getting that interception and then scoring a touchdown to ice the game, hitting the Heisman pose, as Cincinnati is going to finish his video 3-0. Headed into Jackson's last game against Memphis, where he's going to start off like all the others, hitting Keetwan Carter on the slant pattern to set them up inside the red zone, where he's going to go ahead and hit him again on this corner route. He's going to make a great catch, bodying up the defender to go ahead and give Florida State a big play. Memphis is going to go ahead and strike again, and now Florida State down 3. Jackson is able to find his tight end in the seam to set them up with great field position yet again, where he's able to find Keetwan, and then they're going to go with the read option on the 1st and goal, and Jackson's going to get yet another rushing touchdown on the season. With their defense getting a stop, going to let this ball fly and find Keetwan Carter wide open, burning his man, as Florida State's going to start running away with this game. Going to find Benson absolutely frying his man to give Florida State yet another touchdown headed into the 4th quarter, where he's going to drop back and find the rookie Jalen Brown beating his man on the crossing pattern to put Florida State in the red zone yet again. Memphis's defense just doesn't have enough for this high-powered offense, as they're going to get yet another touchdown. Jackson to Keetwan connection is going to be great all season long, as Keetwan gets another touchdown on the season. While Florida State is trying to chew clock, Lucas is going to take this ball all the way. Florida State's going to drop over 40 points, 3-0 on the season, as all the brothers so far are putting the league on notice. Before we get into the games, it's time to finally reveal why the brothers aren't all together at FSU. See, the brothers don't all have the same mom, which shouldn't be a big deal until you hear this. Drake and Jace have the same mom, being born only a little over a year apart from each other, where their father would actually cheat on their mom while she was pregnant with Jace, creating Jackson and destroying their parents' marriage. The brothers all grew up together without a clue, all living with their single dad, until high school came and their mom blew up the perfect trio. The brothers turned on Jackson, leaving him completely alone after being inseparable their whole lives. With the rest of the season and playoffs at stake, keep in mind when you see these boys play on the field, this isn't just friendly sibling competition, but a true civil war. Jackson's going to drop back the first play of this video and find Jalen Brown on the in route to give them a 1st down and start them off on the right foot with a gain of 35, where he's going to follow up by hitting Keetwan. He's been making plays all season long to get them another 1st down inside the red zone, where he's going to get yet another catch, juke to the inside, and get Florida State their first 7 of this game. That's going to be the first of many, as this Florida State offense was just too much for this Cal Bears defense. Jackson is going to drop back and not see anything. He's going to go ahead and show his inner Drake, picking up the 1st down with his legs on the 3rd and 16, where he finds his favorite target Carter in the slot for yet another 1st down, and then he's going to drop back and find him again wide wide open in the end zone as he slides in to give Florida State the 14-0 lead, up 17 points before the half. Jackson's going to go ahead and get another big scramble for a first down, and he's going to follow it up by hitting his running back on the crossing pattern to set. They're desperately trying to get points before half, where he's going to find his receiver Porter to pick up yet another first down, where they're at the 23-yard line, and he's going to find Benson on the in pattern. They're going to burn a timeout and try to get 7 points, which they're going to do right here. Jackson's going to scramble and find Benson in the back of the end zone to give him his third passing touchdown of this game, and it's not going to end here, as he's going to find Teetop on the crosser for another first down, and then Lucas right here out of the backfield to set them up with perfect field position as we start this fourth quarter. He's going to go ahead and hit number 0 Douglas in the end zone for another Florida State touchdown, as Jackson finishes this game near perfect, as Jace and Drake have to play 12th ranked Notre Dame. And we're going to start off with Drake picking up the first down on the option using his legs, and then dropping back in the pocket to find Jace on the crosser to get Louisville right outside of scoring territory, where he's going to drop back again and find the receiver Lacey, who's actually going to fumble, but they're going to recover it. And then on the 3rd and goal, Drake is going to have Callaway wide open in the end zone, but he's going to miss the pass. Of course, that Louisville defense is going to get a stop, and then Drake is going to hit Jace on the zig route right here to go ahead and pick up some big yards to get Louisville right outside of scoring territory yet again. Let's see if they can actually get 7, where Drake is actually going to overthrow Jace. He tried to hit him on the post route, but he threw it too far to the inside. So now Louisville's going to be back on defense, where they're going to get yet another stop. So Drake has another chance to score, and he's actually going to throw an interception right before half, as this DB gets a good return, and Notre Dame is going to go ahead and get 3 to end the half. Starting the 3rd quarter, it's been a defensive game, 3-3. Drake is finally trying to get something going, which he's going to do right here, finding Jace on the crosser to get them in the red zone yet again. Will they finally be able to score? He's going to lob it up to Kyson Anderson. He's going to make a big boy catch, going over the top of 2 defenders to go ahead and give Louisville their first 7 of this game and give them the lead on this Notre Dame team. We're on a 3rd and 9. Louisville is continuing to play lockdown defense, getting them stop they needed before the 4th quarter, as Drake is going to drop back in the 4th and find Jace wide open on the streak, as Louisville is going to improve to 4-0, showing so far that they're one of the best defenses in the nation. Notre Dame is going to get a garbage time touchdown, but it's not going to be enough, as Louisville is going to win this game 17-10, as we go back to Jackson, where he has a 4-0 SMU, where he's going to start this game off with the bomb. Keetop Carter is going to burn his man and catch the ball over the safety to start this game off on the right foot and give Florida State a 7-0 lead as they look to move on to 5-0 on the season. Important ACC matchup versus 2 undefeated teams. SMU went ahead and scored, got a stop, and then got 3. So now FSU is actually down 3 points. Jackson's going to drop back and find Benson on the in pattern. And on a 4th and goal, they're actually going to go for it. He's going to find his tight end Murlock to go ahead and take the lead back in this game. Now they're trying to go ahead and salt the game away in the 4th quarter. Jackson's going to hit his running back in the flat, who's going to break a tackle and pick up some big yards, where the next play he's going to go ahead and try to bomb it to Benson again. Benson's going to torch his man, and Jackson's going to throw a perfect over the shoulder ball to extend this lead, where Keetop Carter is going to be his man on the corner route and take it all the way to the house, as SMU put up a good fight. But this Florida State offense is just looking unstoppable, as they're going to improve to 5-0, as Jackson gets another touchdown at the end of this game to his tight end, as they drop another 30 points. As now we're going to head right back to Louisville, who now is playing the 4-1 SMU, who Jackson just beat, and they're here driving down the field, and Jace is going to go ahead and put a stop to this opening drive, getting an interception, and he's going to weave out some oncoming tacklers. He's going to take this all the way to the crib for a 103-yard pick 6, the longest touchdown so far of this season, as Jace being the best player on one of the best defenses in the league so far. SMU is going to go ahead and score though, so headed toward halftime, Drake is trying to go ahead and give Louisville the lead as he hits his receiver, and then on a 1st and 10 from around the 20-yard line, he's going to drop back and hit Jace on this crossing pattern. He's going to fall into the end zone, so now he has 2 touchdowns, a 103-yard pick 6, and then this receiving touchdown right here. So he's going to have to go ahead and hit his Heisman post, showing he's one of the best players in the nation on both sides of the ball, and that's going to continue here as he gets his 2nd interception of the half. He's going to go ahead and jump the fade ball as the quarterback tried to test him, and Drake is going to go ahead and take advantage of the good field position his brother gave him, finding Lacey on the post route for yet another touchdown. And as this Louisville defense gets another stop, they're going to try and go ahead and go up 2 possessions headed into the half. So Drake is going to pick up a big gain on this read option and then find his brother Jace on the zig. They're going to get in field goal range, but unfortunately miss the kick. But they do get the ball to start this 3rd quarter, so let's see if they can go ahead and take the lead. Drake is going to go ahead and get around the outside on the speed option and get Louisville all the way inside the 15-yard line to set them up in the red zone yet again. He's going to drop back to throw on a 1st down, where he's not going to see anything he likes, so he's going to pick up again to 7, and on the next play he finds his running back Turner out of the backfield on the imp. So 1st and goal from the 1, he's going to go ahead and drop back and find Redmond the tight end. He's going to go ahead and get popped and hold on to the ball. So here in the 4th quarter, Louisville's trying to get this final stop, and Jace is actually going to get beat, putting SMU only down 8. So now here on this money drive, they're going going to try to get this first down. Jace is going to make a great catch in traffic on that third down, but then on a 3rd and 6, Drake is going to get hit as he throws, forcing them to punt. Now SMU is driving down the field trying to tie up the game, and Louisville is going to make yet another defensive play, getting another interception, and he's going to take this all the way to the crib as well, putting an exclamation point on this game as Louisville is showing that they are the best defense in the nation as they improved to 5-0, trying to push for a top 5 rank in the nation. Headed into Jackson's toughest game of the season so far versus 10th ranked Clemson, he's going to start it off hitting his receiver on the in route and then dropping back and hitting Jalen Brown on the perfect fade. He's going to try to hit Keetwan on the curl route, but he's going to get baited by the linebacker, throwing an interception and trying to score before half in this defensive game, and he's actually going to get hit as he throws and then throw another interception, and then Clemson's going to go ahead and score. So down 7 points before half, he's dropping back. He's going to find Jalen Brown beating his man. He's going to throw a perfect over-the-shoulder ball on the fade to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 apiece headed into halftime, where defense would continue to reign supreme, where it's still 7-7 toward the end of the third quarter. Keetwan's going to make a good play right there, and then Jackson's going to try to pick up some yards on 2nd down. 3rd and 1, they go with the read option, where Jackson's able to get just enough to set them up with the 1st and 10 outside of the 20, where he's going to drop back on a 3rd and 10, and Douglas is going to make a tough catch on the in route, and unfortunately we're going to fumble, but we're actually going to get a touchdown on the defensive side of the ball. The 14 apiece headed into the 4th quarter, money drive, only 2 minutes left, and Jackson is trying to get it all in one play, but he's going to miss Keetwan wide open on the post route, as on 3rd and 6, he's going to drop back again, and he's not going to miss a wide open receiver 2 plays in a row. He's going to find Benson streaking down the field to go ahead and take the lead late in this game against Clemson, and Florida State is going to go ahead and get another stop. So they're trying to chew clock with Lucas, but he's going to pick up a few blocks and weave through the defense and take it all the way to go ahead and give Florida State a 14-point win over Clemson, or so we thought, as they're going to go ahead and get the ball back, and Lucas is going to pick up some more blocks and get yet another touchdown. Just trying to chew some clock, Lucas is going to pick him up 2 rushing touchdowns to end this game, as Florida State has an impressive win over the 10th ranked Clemson, heading into next week as they're going to improve to 6-0, where Louisville is actually going to have to play a 2-3 Virginia, and Drake is going to start the game off good, hitting Kyson Anderson over the top, but then of course Drake is always due for a turnover. He's going to go ahead and fumble the very next play. Virginia's going to pick it up and actually take it all the way back to the end zone, so Louisville's going to start this game down 7-0 in this important ACC conference matchup, where Drake is going to have to go ahead and get that back, find his receiver on the in pattern for the 1st down, and then he's going to try to find his brother Jace in the seam, but he's going to throw yet another interception. Drake just can't seem to get those turnovers down, as Louisville's always forced to play from behind, but good thing he has the best cornerback in the league to help him. Jace is going to go ahead and intercept that ball and give Louisville yet another chance to score right here in the 2nd quarter, where Drake is going to make a good throw on the run to Lacey to set them up inside the red zone, where he's going to scramble to his right, not seeing anything he likes, and he's going to pick up some big yards, diving for the end zone to set them up with a 1st and goal from the 1, where they're going to go with the play action, and he's just going to go ahead and take it in himself, tying up this game at 7 apiece, where they're going to go ahead and get another stop, where they're going to have an amazing throw and catch right here. Kyson Anderson is going to pick up a big 1st down on 3rd, and then Drake is going to find his brother Jace, beating his man on the post to set them up inside the red zone right before halftime, where they're trying to get 7. He's going to find his running back out of the backfield, going to take it all the way into the end zone, giving Louisville a 7-point lead before the half, but it's not going to stop there, as they're going to get another stop, where Drake is going to find Jace wide open over the middle of the field. He's going to go ahead and make a man miss and pick up some big yards, putting them right in field goal range, but they're going to go ahead and go for 7. Drake is going to find Jace yet again wide open, as Jace is really having a big game at receiver, where we won't pick up again until the 4th quarter. Drake's going to make another good throw and then find Jace in the back of the end zone for yet another touchdown, as this may be the best Louisville's offense has looked all season long, and now they're trying to get this final stop on defense. They're going to try to test Jace, and he's going to get yet another interception on the season, racking up another dominant game on both sides of the ball. He's really starting to rack up some Heisman votes toward the middle of this season, but of course Drake is going to have to ruin the fun, getting yet another fumble, putting Louisville's defense back on the field in terrible position, so they're trying to get a stop right here, and Jace is actually going to get beat in the back of the end zone. So now Virginia is only down 1 score headed to the end of this game, where on the very next drive their running back is going to fumble, so now Virginia has a chance to tie up this game. Their quarterback is dropping back. He's going to find a receiver wide open for a touchdown, and the flag will be on defense, so it comes down to this 2-point conversion. Virginia's trying to tie up the game. The quarterback's dropping back, but Louisville plays lockdown defense and gets the coverage sack, which will ultimately be enough to win them this game 28-26. And although the offense started the game good, they're going to have to cut down on those turnovers headed into the latter part of the season, as we head to Duke to watch Jackson play the Blue Devils, finding his freshman receiver Jalen Brown as he gets across the 40-yard line for the first down of the game, where he's going to follow it up by finding his tight end Murlock to set Florida State up in the red zone, where a few plays later he's going to go ahead and scramble for another rushing touchdown on this season to give Florida State a 10-point lead on the Blue Devils. As Jackson is feeling confident that Florida State is going to move to 7-0, being the 5th ranked team in the nation, he's going to go ahead and find Jalen Brown on the in route to give them 17 points, where he's going to find his running back Tofali after the defensive stop, as Florida State is just absolutely running away with this game, where he's going to go ahead and bomb it to Jalen Brown. He's been having a huge game against the Blue Devils and really a big season, especially being a true freshman for Jackson. He's going to go ahead and follow it up by finding Keetwan Carter. He's going to take it all the way to the crib, as Florida State's offense is just going absolutely stupid on this Blue Devils D. Obviously no Diddy, but Jackson is going to throw yet another bomb. Keetwan's going to be his man on the fade and set them up with a 1st and goal, where he's going to find the number 1 receiver, Benson, as Florida State drops over 40 points in the victory, where Jackson had over 6 touchdowns, headed into Louisville's game against the 5-1 ranked Hurricanes, coming in 13th in the nation, and Cam Ward. So Drake is going to have to go ahead and step up this game, starting this first drive off good, making some good completions, and then going ahead and finishing it off with his leg, getting another rushing touchdown on the season, showing his dual threat early on. Jace has a matchup against one of the best QBs in the nation, but it's not going to matter, as the first offensive drive, he's going to go ahead and pick off Cam Ward to give Louisville the ball, as they're already up 13-0, trying to win back-to-back top 15 matchups, as Drake is going to be on the run, finding Kyson Anderson, and then on the run again, he's going to find Kyson on the in route. He's going to try to hit Kyson a 3rd time, but it's going to get picked off. The Miami defense picked up on his favorite receiver, and they're going to go ahead and pick up some big yards, as Louisville is forced to get back on defense. Jace is going to try to press, and he's going to miss the press, and Cam Ward is going to find his receiver wide open to go ahead and give them their first 7 of this game. And then Drake is going to go ahead and sell like he always does, throwing another interception, putting Louisville back on defense right before halftime. Miami drove all the way down the field trying to get 3, but Louisville's actually going to go ahead and block it. Their defense making another big play, and Nicholson is going to take the kick all the way back into the end zone, giving Louisville another 2-touchdown lead headed into the half, as Drake continues to sell this game. Miami's going to be back on defense, and Jace is going to get another interception on Cam Ward. Thought that his receiver beat him again, but Jace played the trail technique. He's going to go ahead and take that all the way to the crib, giving Louisville a much needed pick 6, as Jace is going to bail his brother out for the 100th time this season, giving Louisville a 3-score lead. And look at Drake selling yet again. He's going to fumble right by the end zone, and Miami's going to go ahead and pick it up and score. And to make it even worse, they're going to go ahead and do an onside kick, and it's going to bounce off this dude's back, and Miami's going to go ahead and recover it, giving them a chance to tie up this game late in the 4th quarter. Cam Ward has the ball. You saw what he did against Cal, but that's not flying against Jace. He's going to go ahead and intercept the ball for his 3rd interception of this game, putting the icing on the cake and saving Drake's ass once again, as Louisville's going to improve to 7-0 on the season, moving into top 5 in the polls, as Drake is going to get player of the game with his remarkable 3 interceptions, as now Jackson has to play Miami, and this game is going to start off in disaster. The ball is going to get tipped, and the defensive tackle is going to intercept it and pick up some big yards, setting Cam Ward up with good field position, but they're going to be able to hold him to 3, and then the very next play, Jackson shows that it was a fluke, hitting Keetwan on the corner route, where he's going to take it all the way, but Miami will go ahead and score, get another stop, and score. So as Jackson picks up this first down, Florida State is actually down 2 scores right before half. He's going to go ahead and find the freshman Jalen Brown to go ahead and set them up inside the red zone. They're desperately trying to go ahead and get 7, as Jackson's going to thread the needle, throwing a dangerous but perfect ball on the in route, where a few plays later, he's going to go ahead and find Keetwan on the zig to put Florida State down 1 score, as they're going to get the ball in the 3rd quarter, driving down the field. Jackson's going to put his accuracy on display again, throwing a perfect ball to Benson over the top to set them up in the red zone, where he's going to find Keetwan with the toe tap, giving them a 1st and goal in Miami territory, where Luke is going to go ahead and get the inside zone and fall into the end zone, giving Florida State their first lead of this game to start the 4th quarter, where their defense is going to get another stop, and Jackson's going to make an amazing throw to Keetwan. He's going to beat his man on the post route and take it almost all the way, getting pushed out at the 1-yard line, where they just go with the QB sneak, and Jackson is going to take it in himself, giving them the touchdown they need to go ahead and beat Miami, giving them another ranked season as they improve to 8-0, and Jackson is really starting to get some Heisman votes, as Florida State improves to one of the top 3 teams in the nation, headed into Louisville's next game against a 5-2 Boston College team, where they thought that they were going to run away with this one, but it would actually be a lot closer. This first drive is panning out to be a good one. Drake is going to use his legs to set them up inside the red zone, where he's going to find his brother Jace, making a tough catch to give them a 1st and goal, where they go with the QB blast, and Drake is going to get himself another rushing touchdown on the season. Boston College is going to go ahead and match after a tough drive, so Drake is going to go ahead and get back-to-back passes to his tight end, getting them across the 50-yard line as they try to take the lead before half. He's going to go ahead and find his brother Jace on the curl pattern for another 1st down, where he's going to follow it up by hitting Redmond again for his 3rd catch of this game. Louisville's offense is looking nice so far, as Drake is going to hit Jace yet again, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone for another touchdown, giving Louisville the 7 points they need, as they're going to go back on defense trying to stop Boston College before half, and Jace is going to get him yet another interception. It seems like there's been so many games where Jace has had at least a touchdown and an interception. He's going to stop Boston College not once, but twice before half, as he's going to get an amazing diving pick, jumping the curl route perfectly to go ahead and shut out Boston College before the half. But they're actually going to return the opening kickoff, so 14-14, Louisville has the ball again, trying to get the lead back. Drake is going to go ahead and hit Jace, who's having a huge game, to get yet another 1st down, where he's going to get flushed out of the pocket, but he's able to hit his receiver on the curl route, and then the next play, he tries to hit his receiver on the in, but the linebacker is actually going to jump it, and I don't know why we were surprised, as Drake did not have a turnover this game, so he was due for one. Boston College is going to drive down the field on this 3rd and goal. Louisville's going to play lockdown defense and force them to kick 3, so with 2 minutes left, Louisville's going to have to drive down the field on the road to win this game against Boston College, and Drake's going to start off with a positive play, scrambling and picking up solid yards before he has to slide, where the next play, he's going to find his receiver wide open over the middle of the field, get them inside the red zone with well enough time to go ahead and score, where they go with the read option in the next play, where Drake is going to clutch up and fall into the end zone, giving them the lead over Boston College. So with 5 seconds left, last play of the game, Boston College drove all the way down the field. Castellanos is dropping back. He doesn't see anything he likes, so he's going to go ahead and try to run for it, but they're going to go ahead and make the tackle at the 2-yard line. So Louisville's going to escape Boston College with yet another win as they remain undefeated on the season and improve to the 5th ranked team in the nation as Jackson heads back home to play a 6-2 North Carolina team, starting this game off as he has many others, trying to throw a deep ball, but this time it's actually going to get intercepted. His receiver isn't able to make the tough catch, but fortunately Florida State is able to get a stop and put them in good field position. He's able to find Benson to set them up with the 1st and goal, and 2 plays later he's able to find his running back to give them the first touchdown of this game, where right before halftime he's able to hit his running back again to get out of bounds as they're trying to take the 2-possession lead headed into the 3rd quarter. He's able to find Keetwan late on this play to give them yet another first down, where he's going to drop back on a 3rd and 7 and find his tight end Thomas, who's going to go ahead and get tackled into the end zone, go ahead and give them that 2-score lead, and then they're going to get another stop where he's going to find Keetwan on this corner route. They're able to call a timeout, and they're trying to get 7 before half as he hits Douglas on this diving catch, and then the very next play, 1 second left before half, they're going to go ahead and get another 7 right before half, as this would actually be the last score of the game as Jackson's undefeated season continues in a low-scoring 24-3 victory. Headed into Louisville's most important game of the season, where they have 10th ranked Clemson at Clemson, looking to go 9-0 as the 5th ranked team in the nation, where this game would actually prove to be pretty defensive. It would just be the defenses getting stops back to back. This right here would actually be their first down all the way up until the 2nd quarter, where it would still be 0-0, and Drake would find Jace right here on this post pattern for only their 2nd first down of the game. And on a 3rd and 32, Drake is going to get hit as he throws and actually throw an interception that wasn't his fault for one, but it's still going to give Clemson good field position, and then Jace is going to get beat right here in the back of the end zone as Clemson scores the first points of this game. And we're going to pick it up in the 3rd quarter, where Drake is going to hit Jace on the bubble. It's been hard to get anything going in the rain, just trying to throw some short passes, but that's going to change here. Drake is finally going to find Jace on the verticals route, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 against Clemson, but we're not going to catch back up until the 4th quarter. Still 7-7 as we have a game versus 2 of the best defenses in the nation, where Cade is forced to throw the ball away right here, and then Drake is going to go ahead and get sacked. Another stop and then another stop, so Louisville has the ball yet again. Drake is finally able to get a first down with his legs on that 2nd and 7, and then he's able to find Jace on the in pattern to give them a first down inside the red zone, where they're trying to go ahead and take this lead against Clemson late in the 4th quarter. Drake is going to pick up another first down on the QB sweep. They're trying to keep the ball on the ground with Drake, where they go with the read option and pick up some solid yards. 50 seconds left, 2nd and goal. They go with yet another read option, and Drake is going to dive into the end zone and get the touchdown they needed against Clemson to take the lead, but they're actually going to score. So with only 19 seconds left, they're trying to go ahead and get through. Drake is going to make an amazing pass to Jace, who's going to make an even better catch, setting them up right outside of field goal range, where their running back is going to make the catch right inside of field goal range, but their kicker is going to miss. So we're in overtime. We're going to go with the handoff to start it off, and Turner is actually going to pick up some big blocks and take it all the way into the end zone, giving Louisville the 7-point lead in a halftime, where Cade is going to throw an interception as Louisville is going to escape Clemson with a 7-point victory and improve to 9-0 on the season in a tough one. As we switch back to Jackson driving down the field against the 20th ranked Notre Dame, where Keetwan is going to take the jet sweep all the way into the end zone, and then Jackson on the next drive is going to find Keetwan again, his favorite target so far as the season is starting to wind down, hitting him on back-to-back plays, and then he tries to hit Benson on the post pattern, and he's going to dive away from the ball, giving Notre Dame a stop, but their offense is going to continue to struggle, giving Florida State the ball back as Jackson throws another bomb to Keetwan, a play that we've seen so many times this season headed into the half as they're up 17-0 on this Notre Dame team, and Florida State is proving that they're going to be one of the best teams in the nation headed into the playoff, as Jackson has been playing near perfect football this second half of the season, and that's going to continue right here, finding Keetwan Carter on the crossing pattern. He's going to go ahead and cut to the outside, picking up big yards, setting Florida State up with another 1st and goal, where the very next play, they're going to go ahead and give Keetwan another jet sweep, and he's going to get another touchdown on this game. Florida State is absolutely flooding Notre Dame, and that's going to continue here as Jackson throws another fade ball to Jaylen Brown. Notre Dame's DBs just can't keep up with these receivers. Jackson is going to throw another interception. Trying to make SportsCenter, he tries to throw the ball in the back of the end zone off his back foot, and he's just not going to have enough juice on it, giving Notre Dame another turnover, where they're finally going to score their first points of this game, but it's not going to matter too much. He's going to find Keetwan yet again, and Florida State is going to go ahead and improve to 10-0 on the season, headed into Stanford, where this 3 points is going to be the end of their first drive of the game. They literally chewed the whole first half, so Drake is going to go ahead and get it all back in one play. They took all that time to get 3, and Drake went ahead and got 7, throwing the fade ball to Kyson Anderson, where Louisville's going to then get a quick 3 and out, where Drake is going to find Lacey on this post pattern. And then on 2nd and 10, they're trying to score before half, where he's going to hit his tight end Redmond on the run, as this Louisville offense goes a quick 2-for-2 headed into the 3rd quarter, where Drake is going to use his legs to pick up some big yards on the ground, trying to put this game away. He's going to find Callaway on the bubble screen for yet another first down. He's going to tuck it and run again. He's going to take this one all the way into the end zone, giving Louisville a 3-score lead on a Stanford team. This does not have enough for this elite Louisville squad headed toward the end of the season, where Jace is going to actually drop this interception, but it was 4th down, so it's going to be another turnover, and they're going to go with the read option, where Drake is going to pick up a good block and pick up yet another first down where the Louisville offense is looking near perfect. So of course Drake is going to have to go ahead and throw his signature interception, but it's not going to matter as Louisville is going to get yet another stop, and they're going to go with this read option right here to give Drake another first down. He's going to run out of bounds at the 5, and they go with the QB draw, and Drake is going to go ahead and get another rushing touchdown on this game, as all the brothers are going to be 10-0 headed into the last finale. The brothers have sure given us a matchup to look forward to. With both teams sitting at 10-0, we're just 2 weeks away from the ACC Championship, where we'll get to see the brothers face off for the first time, followed by the 12-team playoff featuring both of our squads. Comment down below who you have coming out victorious, and let's get into the action. Second to last game of the season is going to come against Pittsburgh, as the boys try to go 11-0 against the Pirates, and they're going to go ahead and start off with a bang, hitting Jace on the slant. He's going to go ahead and take it all the way into the end zone to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 apiece, headed into the end of halftime. They're going to try to throw it up, and Jace is going to go ahead and get him another interception on the season, getting him another interception and touchdown for this game, and it's not going to stop there. He's going to pick up some solid return yards, head into the second half where Louisville is actually going to be down 7 points in this fourth quarter. Another defensive game as Drake is going to hit Kyson Anderson. He's going to juke to the inside and take this one all the way down inside the 5-yard line to set them up with the first and goal. Drake is going to break a tackle on the speed option, and then he's able to pitch it to Cheney as he's able to walk into the end zone. They're able to tie up this game here, but Pittsburgh is going to go ahead and get 3. So 4th and inches right here. This could potentially be the game, and Drake is going to pick up a big first down as Louisville is desperately trying to drive down the field and get the game-winning field goal. He's going to go ahead and hit Jace right here on the verticals to get them up at the 35-yard line where they're now in field goal range, but they're going to go for the win. Drake is going to get hit as he throws, but he's going to hit Kyson in the back of the end zone, and Louisville is going to escape another close game as time expires to advance to 11-0 on the season as we go to Florida State, where Jackson has an easy FCS Panda squad, so this game shouldn't take too long. He's going to go ahead and start off with the bang, hitting Benson over the top for a one-play touchdown to give them a 7-point lead. Here in the second quarter, he's going to find Benson again deep on the crossing pattern to put them back in the red zone, and then he's going to roll to his left and find Keetwan Carter to set them up with the first and goal from the 2, where they're just going to go ahead and give it to the running back Lucas to take a 2-score lead, and then their defense is going to get another stop, so they're going to go ahead and try and get another touchdown before half. Jackson's going to roll out to his right and find Keetwan wide open on the post route as he beats the safety to give them the 3-score lead that they were looking for. Now here in the third, they're just trying to go ahead and end this game. Jackson's going to roll to his right once again, and he's going to find Benson to set them up at the 1-yard line, where he's going to go ahead and take it in himself for yet another offensive touchdown as Florida State is looking elite headed toward the end of the season. That's going to continue here as Jackson's going to roll out and find his tight end Thomas, who's going to make a man miss and dive into the end zone to end this third quarter. Here in the fourth, FCS still only has 7 points, where Jackson's going to go ahead and find Keetwan yet again on the crosser to set them up in scoring position for yet another time this game, where they're going to go ahead and hand it to Lucas, and he's going to strut into the end zone to go ahead and end this game as Florida State drops another 40 points on the season to improve to 11-0. And as we head to Kentucky for the Battle of Kentucky, Louisville versus UK, they're going to go ahead and drop back on this 3rd and 3, and Jace is going to pick off Vandergrift to go ahead and start this game off on the right foot, and he's going to take it all the way to the house, getting him another pick 6 on the season to further cement his Heisman run, where if they win this game, it's going to be a lock for them versus Florida State in the ACC Championship. So they have all eyes on the prize this week, as Drake is going to hit Jace right there for the first down, and then on this second down, he's going to go ahead and pick it up with his leg. 2nd and inches, he's rolling to his right, and he's able to find Johnson to set them up with the first and goal, and Drake's just going to go ahead and take it in himself, giving them a 14-point lead before the half, and their defense is going to go ahead and get another stop. They're coming back out here on offense, and Drake is going to use his legs once again to pick up big yards, giving them about a gain of 20 on the ground, where around the 40-yard line, they go with the speed option. He's going to cut to the inside to pick up yet another first down, picking up some big yards. We're on a 3rd and 7. He's going to find Jace on the slant to set them up with the first down right outside the 15-yard line, where he finds the running back on the flat. He's going to go ahead and cut up and set them up with the first and goal, where they go with another read option. Drake is going to spin in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of this game, and the fourth quarter would be pretty quiet. Kentucky would get a garbage time touchdown, but it wouldn't be enough, as Louisville's going to go ahead and finish the regular season 12-0 and move on to the ACC Championship. And down 7 in the second quarter, Jackson is a Battle of Tallahassee away from the ACC Championship himself, and he's going to start off by hitting Malik Benson on this fade route and then dropping back on a 4th and 6. They're going to go ahead and go for it early on, and they're going to convert, hitting the running back out of the backfield, and then he's going to roll to his right and try to find Benson, where he's actually going to throw an interception. Florida's going to be up 17-0 to start this third quarter, and if Florida State doesn't make something shake, they're going to be out of the ACC Championship. He's going to go ahead and hit Keetwan Carter on the corner route right there to go ahead and start this comeback, and then they're going to get a defensive touchdown, so now only down 3 points. Florida State's trying to take the lead here. Keetwan's going to catch the bubble right here and make a few people miss to set them up with another first down in good field position, where Jackson's going to be on the run and find Benson right here to take their first lead of this game. Came back down from 17-0 and now down 3 points with only 10 seconds left. It's looking dire, but Jackson's going to drop back and find Benson on the final play of this game, and Benson's going to run into the end zone, completing the clutch comeback and setting the brothers up for a 12-0 versus 12-0 ACC Championship game. But before the game versus the brothers, let's get into the final stats for the regular season. Jackson is currently 2nd in the league in passing yards, while also being 2nd in touchdowns, showing that he's by far one of the best QBs in the nation as a freshman. And as we head over to Keetwan Carter, he is by far leading the league in yards and also tied for touchdowns. As we head over to Louisville, Drake is doing pretty solid this season, middle of the pack throwing wise, but he does also have 734 yards as well as 13 touchdowns, with Jace having 19 interceptions and leading Louisville to one of the best defenses in the league, right up there with Florida State, as we head into this ACC powerhouse matchup. ACC Championship on the line, undefeated Florida State versus undefeated Louisville, undefeated brothers Drake and Drew versus undefeated brother Jackson for the ACC Championship. Whoever wins this game is going to move to be undefeated headed into the playoff. Both teams will still be a lock for the playoff regardless, but as we know from the sibling rivalry, this game will be the most important game all season long. FSU is going to start off with the ball, and Jackson's going to go ahead and hit Keetwan for the first down of this game. He's going to follow that up by hitting his running back Tofali out of the backfield to pick up some big yards and set them up right outside of the red zone early on, where Jackson's going to go ahead and find his receiver Benson to give them the first and goal of this game, where he's going to find Jalen Brown, and it looked like Florida State easily chopped up one of the best defenses in the nation to go ahead and start this game off. Now we need to see how Louisville's going to respond. Drake is going to go ahead and drop back and not see anything, so he's going to take it himself, juke to the outside, and pick up some big yards to go ahead and start them off with the gain of 15. Start the second quarter, where he's going to hit Kyson Anderson perfectly on the comeback route, and now Louisville's moving down the field, where he's going to find Turner in the backfield to give them another first down. But after 2 sacks in a row, they're going to go ahead and take a third, are going to be forced to punt, but then Louisville's going to go ahead and get a stop of their own, forcing Florida State to punt, giving Louisville a chance to tie up the game once again, where they're going to go ahead and start off with the running back screen and find Chaney out of the backfield to go ahead and give them a first down, where Drake is going to then find Turner on the end zig for back-to-back positive plays, where he's going to go ahead and use his legs this time to give them their third first down in the row as they're driving pretty nicely to end this quarter. Drake's going to go ahead and throw a signature interception of the game, robbing Louisville of points right before the half, and then he's going to throw another interception right here to start this third quarter, so it's only 7-0 headed toward the fourth. This has been a defensive game all around, and then Jackson's going to throw his first interception of this game. It's just been punts and picks all game long ever since that first Jalen Brown touchdown. So now Louisville here toward the end of the third quarter is desperately trying to tie up this game, points being at such a premium. They're going to go ahead and rely on Drake's legs, picking up not one but 2 first downs right here to set them up with the first and goal. But they're going to go ahead and give it to him for a third time, and he's going to take it in for Louisville's first touchdown of this game as they go ahead and knot it up at 7 apiece starting the fourth quarter. Now driving down to take the lead, Jackson's going to go ahead and hit Keetwan on the zig for a first down, and he's going to find Keetwan again on the in pattern as he beats Jace across the middle of the field. 1st and 10, Jackson is dropping back. He's going to go ahead and break a sack and then throw a perfect ball to Benson over the middle of the field. For a few plays later on a 3rd and goal, they're going for the end zone, and Jace is going to make the touchdown saving tackle at the 1-yard line, where they're actually going to go for it, and Jackson's going to go ahead and get it himself, giving Florida State the 7-point lead with only 1:30 left. We're on the 2nd and 4. They're right behind midfield. They're trying to top the game, and they're going to go with the read option, and Drake is going to take this all the way to the crib untouched. He's going to pick up some good blocks and take it all the way into the end zone, tying this game up at 14 with only a minute left. The most important game of the season is going to come down to the last play, as Jackson is going to drop back, and he's actually going to get baited by the Louisville defense. He's going to try to hit Jalen Brown on the curl as he beat his man, but the linebacker is going to play perfect bait, intercepting Jackson for the 2nd time of this game. But even with good field position, Louisville is going to get sacked, so here on a 3rd and 19, it's do or die for Drake. He doesn't see anything he likes, so he's going to go ahead and pick up the first down with his legs, getting the 1st and goal with only about 40 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and hand it off to Chaney. He's going to go ahead and get the touchdown to take the lead, so only 44 seconds left, no timeouts. Florida State is going to have to pull off a miracle. They're going to get a first down right here to Benson, and then Jackson's going to be dropping back, and he's going to go ahead and scramble. He's going to fall forward for yet another first down as Florida State is desperately trying to tie up this game. 20 seconds left, no timeouts on a 3rd and 14. They're going to go ahead and get sacked again, as on a 4th and 17, Keetwan is going to get hit as he tries to catch the ball, and he's going to drop it. So Louisville's going to narrowly escape the ACC Championship matchup with a 7-point victory, headed into the playoffs, where this potentially won't be the last time we see this matchup. But for now, Louisville is up 1-0 on Florida State and Jackson as they hoist up the ACC Championship trophy headed into the playoffs. Before we get into the playoffs, so this is a crazy award win. They're going to give Jalen Milroe the Heisman, even though Alabama's not even going to make the playoffs, and Jackson obviously way outperformed him, getting the most yards in the league as well as the 2nd touchdowns, and Milroe being in the middle of the pack. Fortunately enough, headed into our first playoff game against Liberty, Keetwan Carter actually got receiver of the year. So headed into this first game, Jalen Brown's going to go ahead and get this touchdown to start Florida State off on the right foot in this first round of the college football playoff, followed by a defensive touchdown, up 14-0 in the red zone again. They're just trying to go ahead and put this Liberty team away early. 2 12-1 teams playing in the first round, so Jackson had to make sure he took this game seriously. He's going to go ahead and throw up yet another bomb to Benson. He's going to beat his man to end this third quarter and go ahead and give Florida State another touchdown, but that's not going to stop there, as 10-28 late in the fourth, Keetwan's going to beat his man on the drag to go ahead and put the icing on the cake in this first round, as Florida State easily clears a 12-1 Liberty team. Louisville's going to have their first playoff game and a rematch versus Clemson, and of course it's going to be another defensive game. Drake is already getting sacked, forcing the Louisville offense to punt, and then here on a 3rd and 5, Louisville's going to play some perfect defense right here, forcing Clemson to punt it right back. Now Louisville's trying to take the lead and score the first points of the game. Drake's going to get a first down on the ground and then roll to his right and find his running back Turner on the out route to give them another first down and set them up right outside the red zone, where he's going to find Lacey on the post, set them up with the 1st and goal, where after he gets sacked, he's going to drop back and find Kyson Anderson beating his man on the fade ball. Go ahead and give Louisville a 7-point lead on the Tigers. But here, Cade is going to drop back and find his receiver wide open on the post route to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 apiece right before halftime. Louisville's trying to take the lead back before half, but of course Drake is going to throw his signature interception, trying to force the ball down the field off his back foot, and Clemson is going to take advantage, intercepting the ball. Cade is going to drop back, and Jace is going to get beat on the fade. They're going to take this all the way to the crib to go ahead and give themselves a 7-point lead. So now back here on offense, Drake is trying his best to make up for his mistakes. He's going to pick up a first down with his legs and get out of bounds, preserving that timeout with only a minute to go, where he's then going to find Kyson on the in route to give them another first down, where he's going to follow it up by hitting Cheney for another big gain, and then finding his tight end Redmond to go ahead and pick up another first down. With only 30 seconds left, all 3 timeouts, Louisville's trying to get 7 right here as they hit Jace on the slant to set them up with the 1st and goal, where a few plays later, Drake is going to go ahead and run it in on the QB blast, tie up this game at 14. As we fast forward to the 3rd quarter, Jace is going to get a big interception right here, but for some reason, they're going to call that a pass interference. So we went from an interception to great field position, but Louisville's going to make a stand right here. 3rd and goal, Cade's going to try to force the ball in the back of the end zone, but Louisville's defense is going to come up with yet another big play on the season. 14-14 start of the 4th quarter, and Drake is going to go ahead and hit Lacey right here, and then go ahead and break a tackle on the read option, pick up about again in 9, where he's going to drop back again and find Lacey, who's been having a big game in this quarterfinal matchup in the Fiesta Bowl. Drake is dropping back once again, and he's not going to see anything he likes, so he's going to use his legs to his advantage yet again, picking up another gain of 9, headed into the 2-minute warning, where they're going to go with the speed option. He's going to make an amazing spin move and then get them all the way down inside the 5-yard line. We're on a 1st and goal. They're going to go with the read option, and Drake is going to get yet another rushing touchdown. As toward the end of the season, Louisville's really been game planning around his legs, but Clemson's going to tie up the game in a flash. So with 45 seconds left, it's 21 apiece. Louisville's trying to win this game to move on to the next round of the playoffs. They're going to get a first down right there to their running back. They're then going to go with the QB blast, and Drake is going to pick up yet another first down. A play later on 2nd and 10, Drake isn't going to see anything he likes. He's going to go ahead and step up, and he's going to find Jace. He's going to go ahead and break away from his man and score the game-winning touchdown with only 7 seconds left. And then a nail-biter, Louisville's going to go ahead and move on to the college football semifinal and win the Fiesta Bowl, as Drake had 4 total touchdowns, headed into Jackson's next playoff game, where they have a 12-1 West Virginia, a team that actually ended up getting the 1st round bye over Jackson and Florida State. So as you see by him running this nigga over, he's out here with the vengeance, as the very next play, he's going to hit Keetwan on the slant. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone to go ahead and give Florida State their first 7 of this game. Their defense is going to get a stop, so they're going to try to get that 2-score lead. Jackson's going to roll to his right and make a perfect throw on the run on the crosser to Benson, where he's going to drop back on this 3rd and 9 and find Keetwan on the drag route to put them in the red zone yet again, where he's then going to find Keetwan on the bubble. He's going to juke to the inside and get his 2nd touchdown of this game, as the Florida State offense is looking unstoppable so far. That's going to continue here as Jackson's going to drop back and find Keetwan yet again on the corner route, but he's actually going to get baited by the linebacker. Tried to throw the ball to the sideline, but gets an inaccurate pass, and that's going to be his 1st interception of this game. West Virginia is going to get 6, and then he's going to get intercepted trying to force the ball to Keetwan. They're going to get a pick 6, and just like that, West Virginia now has the lead when Florida State almost looked unstoppable, but they're going to go ahead and get it right back here. Jackson's going to bomb it up again to Benson. He's going to take this all the way to the crib, beating his man yet again, as West Virginia's secondary just doesn't have enough for these receivers so far, where they're going to go ahead and follow it up by hitting Tofali out of the backfield, and he's going to take this one all the way as well, almost putting the icing on the cake for this game, but their defense is going to get another stop, so Jackson's going to drop back and find his receiver Keetwan yet again for his 3rd touchdown of this game, as they move on to the semifinal, where Jackson had 5 touchdowns in this impressive playoff performance. Headed into the Orange Bowl, we have Louisville versus Ole Miss, and the winner of this game moves on to the national championship, and Louisville's going to start this game off like they haven't before, allowing a 75-yard one-play touchdown to start this game. Trey Harris is going to go ahead and burn his man and then break Jace's tackle at the end. Go ahead and tell them it's time to go to sleep. He's saying their season is over right here, so Louisville's going to have to respond. They're going to start it with the read option, and Drake's going to go ahead and break a tackle and then spin to the outside and take this one all the way to the crib, matching Trey Harris's one-play touchdown, giving Louisville one of their own, tying up this game at 7 apiece, where Louisville's going to go ahead and get their first stop, and then they're going to get the ball back. So Drake's going to get another first down on the ground, and they're going to keep it on the ground with him this game. They want to limit his turnover chances as much as possible, and plus the ground game is working. He's going to pick up yet another first down on this sweep, setting Louisville up inside the red zone yet again, where he's going to find his brother Jace beating his man on the slant, and on a 3rd and 9, he's not going to see anything he likes, so he's going to roll to his left. He's going to beat the defensive end and take it into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of this game, and Louisville's defense is going to get yet another stop, but of course Drake is going to get his turnover. He's going to fumble right here as they try to throw the screen pass, and just like that, the game is tied up at 14 apiece with 2 minutes left before half. Drake is going to come back by hitting his tight end Redmond right here and picking up huge gain on the end. We're on a 4th and inch. They're actually going to go for it with the QB sweep. They just need 1 yard, but they're going to get a lot more, as Drake is going to juke to the inside and make a defender miss and take it all the way into the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of this game, taking a bow as Louisville gets the lead back on Ole Miss. And then right here, they're back on defense. Jace is going to make a great breakup right here, and then the next play on a 3rd and 10, they're trying to get this stop, which they are right here, to force a 4th and 3 and another Ole Miss punt. And then Jace is going to take this punt right here, pick up some big yards. He's going to get to the outside and pick up about a gain of 40 yards on the punt return, setting Louisville up with great field position as they're trying to take a 2-score lead headed into the half. Drake is going to get around the outside and pick up some big yards yet again, picking up about a gain of 20, juking to the inside, setting Louisville up with the 1st and goal, where the next play, Ole Miss is going to commit to the jumbo set and overload the box, and Drake is going to find Jace wide open in the back of the end zone on the fade ball, to go ahead and give Louisville that 2-score lead they were looking for to start the second half, where they're actually going to get the ball as well. So Drake is going to hit Jace right here for another first down, and then they go with the triple option. They're going to bite on the running back, and Drake is going to take it himself, beating a defender to the outside with the juke and getting yet another rushing touchdown on this game, as he's just been going absolutely berserk with his legs, fighting his way to a national championship, as Louisville's going to get another stop right here on third down. So on fourth down, they're actually going to go for it. Jackson Dart is going to drop back, and Louisville's going to get yet another big stop as they're up 35-17, and that's going to be the stop they needed to go ahead and win the Orange Bowl and secure them a trip to the national championship, where Georgia stands in Jackson's way of making it there as well and setting up a rematch between the brothers. So let's see if he can go ahead and finish this one out. They're going to start with the play action, and he's going to start this game like he has many others, finding Keetwan on the crosser, and he's going to find him again on the in route. Two back-to-back big plays between one of the best duos in college football, but then he's going to try to do too much right here, try to hit him for a third time in a row, and it's going to be intercepted by the Georgia defense as they pick up on the tendency. They're going to go ahead and score as well. So now down 3-0. Florida State's trying to take the lead in the second quarter, and Jackson's going to lob it up to Jaylen Brown, who's going to beat Everett on the post route. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone to give Florida State their first lead of this game, but their kick is going to get blocked, so they're only up 3, but they do get a stop. So here with the ball back, Jackson is rolling to his right, and he's able to find Jaylen Brown yet again on the in route, and then later on he's going to find Keetwan as he beats his man on the zig. Go ahead and give them the 2-score lead they were looking for, but Georgia's going to strike back to start the second half. Jackson isn't playing any games, as you see. He's going to run over one of the best linebackers in the league to pick up a first down, and then followed up by hitting Keetwan on the zig to go ahead and move the chains once again, as Florida State's offense is looking good to start this third quarter. He's going to go ahead and lob it up as Jaylen Brown has just been cooking Everett all game long. He's going to get himself another long play touchdown, and Florida State's defense is going to get another stop, but Jackson is going to try to force the ball to Keetwan yet again, and Mundun's going to take this pick all the way to the house, putting Georgia down only 2 points headed into the fourth quarter, where Jackson's going to drop back on a 3rd and 19, and they're going to be forced to punt as Georgia makes a big stop right there. Now Florida State is down 1 as Georgia's going to take the lead, and Jackson's not going to be able to connect with Keetwan right here. So on a 4th and 20, they're forced to go for it for the game. This is for the season, and Jackson's able to find Jaylen Brown again on another deep ball, as Everett just has not wanted smoke with him all game long. They're going to go ahead and turn on that shoot clock and feed Lucas for back-to-back plays. He's going to fall into the end zone and give Florida State the touchdown they needed to take the lead. Pending the 2-point conversion, they're going to be up 7 as Keetwan is going to make a tough catch in coverage to go ahead and do just that, and Florida State is going to go ahead and win this game against a tough SEC Georgia team, win the Cotton Bowl, and move on to the national championship, where we're going to have a Jackson versus Drake and Jace rematch. The brothers are going to play for a second time. First time was for the ACC Championship, and this time is going to be for the Natty. You just can't write the story any better. The brothers are going to be playing each other in the national championship. We thought the ACC Championship was going to be the most important game of the season, but now we have Drake versus Jackson one last time for the most important game in all of college football. So we're going to start off right here. As you know, it's going to be a defensive battle. Number 1 defense versus number 2. We're going to get 2 back-to-back stops. So now Louisville has the ball up 3-0 in the second quarter. Drake is going to go ahead and find Jace for their first really big play of the game. They're going to go ahead and get inside the red zone, where they're going to feed Turner for another first down, and then find Turner yet again to set them up with a 1st and goal, where a few plays later, Drake is going to go ahead and take it into the end zone himself. As the game has started off slow, but Louisville's going to go ahead and go up 10-0. So now it's Florida State's time to respond, as they haven't gotten any points all game long. Jackson's going to make 2 first down passes to go ahead and move the chains, and then find Keetwan again for yet another first down, where he's going to find Keetwan open again the very next play. He's going to go ahead and spin inside and set them up with the 1st and goal, where 2 plays later, he's going to find Keetwan again. 4 catches on that drive as Florida State gets a quick 7 before half, where now they get the ball. So now they're trying to take the lead. Louisville's actually going to force another 4th down, where Florida State's going to go for it. Jackson's going to drop back and try to hit Jaylen Brown, but Jace is showing them here on the stop that he's not Everett. That's not going to come easy, as Louisville's going to force a turnover on downs in their territory. They're trying to get another 7 right here. Drake is going to find Redmond wide open off of the play action, and you know the rest is they're going to go with the QB sweep, a play they've ran so many times this season, as Drake is going to go ahead and go in for another touchdown, and Louisville's going to get their 2-score lead back. Jackson's going to have to fight from behind as this third quarter is coming to a close. He's able to hit Keetwan on a key 3rd down to start the 4th quarter, where he's then going to find his tight end while getting hit to go ahead and set them up inside the red zone, where they desperately need this 7. Keetwan's able to get them another 1st down. We're on a 2nd and goal. He's able to find Jaylen Brown in the end zone to go ahead and put them down 3, so a stop away with only 1:30 left to go. They're going to go ahead and get the stop they needed right here on 3rd down and force a punt. They're going to go ahead and punt it to Keetwan. He's going to break a tackle and go to the outside, and Keetwan Carter is actually going to take this all the way to the crib, giving Florida State the first lead of this game with only a minute left. So now it's going to be up to Louisville to take the lead back, as Keetwan points to the ice in his veins, as this touchdown could have potentially just won the national championship. It's going to be Louisville's turn to respond. Drake is dropping back on a 3rd and 10, and he's able to find Kyson to go ahead and convert on a big 3rd down, where the next play he's going to go ahead and find the running back Cheney to pick up another 1st down, and they're getting out of bounds, saving those timeouts. He's going to go ahead and find Jace on the slant to pick up some big yards. So now Louisville has more than enough time to take this lead. So Louisville's managed to get all the way down the field, but they're going to get this touchdown in one play, finding Jace in the back of the end zone as he's going to steal Keetwan's celebration, pointing to the ice in his veins, as Louisville's going to go ahead and take the lead back in less than a minute. So now with 30 seconds left, it's going to be up to Jackson to see if he's going to go down 0-2 against his brothers with only 2 timeouts left and 20 seconds. He's able to find his tight end right there, and on a a 3rd and 10. He's able to find Keetwan to give them the first down inside of field goal range, and Lucas is going to go ahead and solidify that. So with 1 timeout left, they're going to go ahead and burn it and kick the field goal, and if they make it, we're going to be headed to overtime, but they're going to actually miss the kick. We simulated it to make it fair. Kicker is going to miss, so Louisville's not only going to go up 2-0 on the fight against the brothers, but they're going to win this year's national championship, completing the undefeated season and being the only losses on Jackson's record. Jackson had one of the best freshman QB seasons of all time, but it still wasn't enough.